You sometimes wonder if your cat actually likes you, or if she's just looking for a warm place to sleep. The answer is neither. What she shows you every single night is something most owners never fully understand in their entire lives. If you're watching this, you probably have a cat that comes to you every night. Maybe she waits until you've settled in. Maybe she circles twice, then presses herself against your legs. Maybe she's already there before you even turn off the light. And somewhere, in the back of your mind, you've asked yourself, does she actually want to be with me? Or is this just convenient? Most people land on the warmth explanation. It makes sense on the surface. Cats are small, you're warm, your bed is soft. Simple biology, nothing more. But here's the problem with that theory. Your cat has access to sunny windowsills, radiators, blankets on the couch, and probably a pile of your laundry on the floor. If warmth was all she wanted, she has options. Better options, actually. Spots that don't move, don't snore, and don't accidentally roll over at 3 a.m. She keeps choosing you anyway. And when you understand why, the way you see those quiet moments together will never be the same. In this video, we're going to go deep into the neuroscience, the evolutionary biology, and the attachment psychology behind why your cat sleeps with you every night. Not the surface-level explanation, the real one, the one that's been sitting in research papers and university studies. And that almost nobody is talking about. Let's start with something that sounds simple, but changes everything once you really sit with it. Sleep is the most dangerous thing an animal can do. Think about what sleep actually means from a biological standpoint. Your senses go quiet. Your reaction time drops to almost zero. You can't run. You can't fight. You can't even fully process what's happening around you. For any animal that has ever had a predator, and cats absolutely have, sleep is the moment of maximum vulnerability. Every instinct built into your cat over millions of years of evolution is screaming at her to find somewhere hidden, somewhere enclosed, somewhere safe. A dark corner under a bed, behind a cabinet. And instead, she walks past every single one of those options. Past the quiet spots, past the enclosed spaces, past the places where no predator could ever reach her. And she climbs next to you, a creature that is, from her perspective, enormous, that moves unpredictably, that makes noise, that takes up most of the space. That is not a comfort decision. That is a trust decision. One of the deepest trust decisions an animal is biologically capable of making. She is telling you, without words, without any way to explain it, you are the safest thing in my world. Not the bed, not the warmth, you. But trust alone doesn't explain the full picture. Because what's happening in her brain while she sleeps next to you, that's where it gets genuinely extraordinary. There is a chemical loop running between you and your cat right now, and most people have no idea it exists. You've probably heard of oxytocin. It's the molecule your brain releases when you feel bonded to someone. The same neurochemical that floods a mother's brain when she holds her newborn for the first time. It's sometimes called the bonding hormone, but that name undersells it. It's more than that. It's the chemical signal your nervous system uses to say, this is someone I belong with. Researchers studying cat-human interactions found something that genuinely surprised them. When a cat initiates contact with her owner, when she approaches, when she settles against them, when she purrs, oxytocin levels rise in the cat and in the human simultaneously. And here's the part that matters. The loop is self-reinforcing. The more contact, the more oxytocin. The more oxytocin, the more the cat seeks contact. The more she seeks contact, the more the human feels bonded. The more bonded the human feels, the more they welcome her. It builds on itself. Every single night. And then there's the purr. Because your cat isn't just lying next to you. she's vibrating. Cats purr at frequencies between 25 and 50 hertz. That specific frequency range has been studied extensively in therapeutic medicine. It overlaps almost exactly with the vibration frequencies shown to promote bone density, reduce inflammation, and accelerate tissue healing. A study of 44 felid species confirmed that domestic cats purr at precisely 25 hertz and 50 hertz, the optimal range for biological repair. She is, quite literally, running a low-frequency healing mechanism against your body while you sleep. So what's happening when your cat sleeps with you isn't just warmth exchange. It's a neurochemical loop that bonds two nervous systems across species, and a biological frequency that your body responds to whether you're aware of it or not. If you're finding this interesting, and I think you are because you're still here, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this kind of content reach more people who love their cats the way you do. And if you want to understand your cat on this level every week, subscribe. We go this deep every single time. But here's what I haven't told you yet. Not every cat does this. And the reason why your cat chooses you, specifically you, is the part of this story that most people never hear. In 2019, researchers at Oregon State University published a study that quietly rewrote what we thought we knew about cats. For decades, the dominant assumption in animal behavior was that cats were fundamentally different from dogs and humans when it came to attachment. Independent, indifferent, tolerant of people, but not genuinely bonded to them. The science people assumed would confirm this didn't. The researchers used the same attachment test that developmental psychologists used to study human infants, Ainsworth's strange situation procedure. They placed cats in an unfamiliar room with their owner for 2 minutes. Then the owner left. Then they came back. What they were measuring was how the cat responded to the reunion. Did she use her owner as a secure base? Did she explore more freely when her person was present? Did she show distress when they left and relief when they returned? The results were striking. Approximately 65% of cats tested showed secure attachment to their owner. They used their person as a reference point. They explored more confidently when their owner was in the room. They settled faster when their owner returned. The same proportion, by the way, found in human toddlers. And here's what that means in practical terms. When your cat comes to you at night, she isn't defaulting to the nearest warm body. She has an internal map of her world, and you are the fixed point on it. The place everything else is measured from. The thing that makes the rest of the environment feel navigable. Think about what that actually looks like from her perspective. Your home is full of sounds she can't fully explain. Pipes, wind, the neighbor's dog, shadows that move. And in the middle of all of that, there's you. Predictable, familiar, smelling exactly the way you always smell, breathing the way you always breathe. She doesn't sleep next to you because she has nowhere else to go. She sleeps next to you because you are the most reliable thing in her entire world. 65% of cats are securely attached to their owners. Your cat, the one who comes to you every night, almost certainly falls into that group. And that attachment isn't casual. It's the same neurological architecture that bonds a child to a parent. Built over time. Built through consistency. Built through every night she chose to come back. And that brings us to the last piece of this. Because there's one thing your cat does while you sleep that almost no owner ever notices. And once you know about it, you'll never look at her the same way again. Most people assume that when their cat settles in for the night, that's it. She's asleep. She's done. She's just there. That's not what's happening. Cats are crepuscular and light sleep animals. Their sleep architecture is fundamentally different from ours. They cycle in and out of light sleep far more frequently than humans do. And their senses, particularly hearing and smell, remain partially active even in deeper rest phases. They are, by biological design, never fully switched off. What researchers studying feline nighttime behavior have found is that cats in bonded households don't just sleep passively next to their owners. They monitor, they track breathing patterns, they respond to shifts in body temperature, they reposition themselves in response to changes in their owner's sleep state. There's a reason your cat sometimes moves to your chest when you're restless, or presses closer when the room gets colder, or lifts her head at a sound before you've even registered it. She is not just sharing your space. She is watching over it. This behavior has deep roots. In multi-cat households, bonded cats sleep in contact with each other and take turns in lighter sleep phases, essentially maintaining a loose watch rotation. What your cat is doing with you is the same behavior. She has extended that system to include you. You are part of her group, and she is doing what bonded cats do for the members of their group. While you sleep, completely unaware, completely vulnerable, your cat is partially awake, monitoring the room, tracking your breathing, position between you and the door. She is not there because she's comfortable. She is there because, in her mind, that is where she belongs, next to the person she has chosen, doing what she does for the ones she trusts most. So, the next time you wake up at 2 a.m. with a cat pressed against your legs, or curled on your chest, or tucked into the space behind your knees, remember what's actually happening. She walked past every other option in your home, every warm spot, every quiet corner, every place that would have been easier and safer and less complicated, and she chose you. Not because you're convenient, because you are her secure base, the fixed point in her world. Her nervous system has learned to trust the person she monitors while you sleep, because that is what you do for the ones that matter. The science on this is not ambiguous. What your cat shows you every single night is one of the most genuine expressions of trust that an animal is biologically capable of. You just had to know how to read it. If this changed the way you see those quiet moments, let me know in the comments. I want to know, where does your cat sleep, and has it changed over time? And if you want to understand what else your cat is trying to tell you, what it means when she checks on you during the day, why she brings you things, and what her slow blink is actually communicating, that's exactly what the next video covers. And the science behind it is even more surprising than this one.